Is it the case that UKIP members are leaving UKIP to join the Tories to infiltrate it make it more of a Eurosceptic party?
Well, we're not losing members. We're actually putting members on. It's been going up steadily for the last few months. I'm very pleased with how it's going up. I'm not aware of anybody doing this. Quite honestly, I've had nobody said to me that they're doing this. If it's happening at all, it's individuals doing it. It's not sanctioned anyway. And to be a member of two parties would be against our rules anyway.
And presumably against Conservative rules, where you'd have to state that you're not a member.
I would guess so, yeah. I'm not familiar with their rules, but I would guess so. My guess is that this is probably just motivated Brexiteers who voted to leave. If there's a few odd individuals in UKIP who've done that, it's without official sanction. We don't know anything about it, and I certainly wouldn't encourage it. I want loyalty to UKIP and build up the strength of our party, not worry about the Tories.
Well, this is the question, though. The reality is success of UKIP in the past, as it has really been in terms of not getting, obviously got MPs, but obviously going to lose those at the end of March next year. A few local councillors, but reality is you haven't got any MPs. Even Nigel Farage, when he was at the height of his popularity, didn't manage to become an MP. It's been about affecting the policy of the Conservative Party and indeed Labour Party to a certain extent as well, and forcing that Jeremy Cameron's hand into promising that the EU referendum. There is an element where actually a small number of Eurosceptics, UKIP supporters, maybe perhaps not UKIP members, maybe they've not resigned their UKIP membership, not told you that. They may have ripped up their card and not actually told you. A very small number of those in a small number of constituencies could be the matter between the Tory party being a more Eurosceptic party and being a more Europhile party.
Well, it doesn't matter to UKIP who's in power so long as they want to get Britain out of the European Union. They'd like it to be us, but that's unlikely under the first past the post system in the near future. We are now, in the last local elections in England, we got 6% of the vote across the board where we fought. We're polling about 6 to 8% now. Elections now are fought in marginal seats. There are seats like where I live in West Ham where we've had a Labour MP for over 100 years. So most seats are solid, safe Labour or safe Tory. The elections are fought in the marginals, and what we'll be doing is targeting marginals, particularly where there are Remain candidates in Leave seats. So we will have a hit list of people, whether they be Tory or whether they be Labour, that we intend to lose them their seats. And
so you're not expecting to win those seats. It's just a question of you'll be the tipping point between
we would love to win the seats, and we fight to win, but if all we can do is lose Remain as their seats in the midterm, or we don't know when the next election is going to be, the whole political scene might be totally different if we have to wait till 2020. But if there was a snap election, in October, then our core strategy would be to go after the Remain MPs, lose them their seat, cause havoc and mayhem in those marginal seats, and restore UKIP as an electoral threat. Because you were quite right, the only reason that we got the referendum is because we're an electoral threat. But we would be as much of an electoral threat to a Labour government as we would be to a Tory government, and we want to see Brexit properly implemented.